finally back on a Nintendo Switch. Finally made a dent. I've been neglecting my Nintendo Switch it's been weeks and weeks, and it is because I've been playing these bad boys. So I've been playing a lot of PS4 and the PS5, and I've talked about this previously. Hogwarts Legacy, Space Marine come out recently on the PS5. I've discovered God of War. Been playing these franchises I knew nothing about. Helldivers 2, still not played anyone online yet. Made a little online account just to play against the bots, waste of time. Ghost of Satsuma. For some reason I've got Ghost of Satsuma twice. One sealed. Oh, loose disc. That's not good. And of course, Days Gone. However, I haven't touched the Xbox now for ages. Haven't had Game Pass for ages. But I need to get back on the Xbox and reignite Games Pass, because there's a game in a minute I want to talk about. So we're comparing PlayStation Plus store, Game Pass online, and Nintendo Switch as well. Sort of the price difference. Value for money wise. I love Nintendo Switch, but value for money, it's terrible, let's be honest. But yeah, I need to get back on the Xbox for Game Pass, which I'll give you a little sneak peek. So I've been playing Cassette Beasts, which we'll talk about in a moment, which is a super rare physical release, but I believe this is on the Game Pass for free. And this game I'm going to rave about in a minute, but I suggest you check it out digitally, see how much it is on Nintendo. I'll pop it on the screen now, but I can guarantee you it'll be a hell of a lot more money than a month of Game Pass, that's for sure. I might be wrong, it might be on sale. I might have shot myself in the foot. But yeah, I want to play The Quarry. So again, another game I picked up cheap. All these games I've got cheap. I've literally been from Vinted over the last month. They are so much cheaper than CEX, so much more cheaper than eBay. You can literally buy the games on Vinted. I shouldn't be telling you this because you're going to go and take all the stock. But no, you go onto Vinted, there's absolutely enough for everyone on there. And you can buy games at the price that you would trade in at CEX. If you don't like it, you can just trade it in. I mean, perfect example. Reason why I've got 2 copies of Ghosts of Tsushima, I should say, not Satsuma, is because I literally brought one because I found it cheaper than it trades in for. So I was like, bargain. And then there was one for the same price it trades in for sealed. And I was like, well, I might as well get it, even though I don't know why I'm getting it. Probably because the disc is as loose as a goose in there. So yeah, there's a lot of games I want to come back to. God of War, I only dabbled in it for like an hour or so. It's the only one I haven't played in the older ones on the PS3, or was it even PS2 it started on. Haven't played like the PSP exclusive ones. Haven't played it anywhere other than that one. I see it's now on the PlayStation Plus, always has been. So again, I could trade that in if I want, but I mean, I got this for a tuppence off of Vinted anyway, let's be honest. Days Gone is also on the PlayStation Plus. So again, I got this for a tuppence, whatever a tuppence is. So I could probably have got rid of that, to be fair. But we're trying to keep physical alive, people, because you never know. They may disappear from the PlayStation Store. So the story goes is, playing all these games on the PlayStation, and then through the Unofficial Controller podcast, they have their own server Discord, which is free to join. Anyone fans of the show, check it out and join. It's separate to the Discord that I've got for Marathon Gaming. But they do a challenge each month, challenge accepted. You can win a little prize. I chucked in one of my mugs. Big shout out to Ginge because he won the tournament. It was basically Worms Armageddon. You could play it through anything, N64, PS1, Dreamcast. Was it on PS1? Armageddon was it? No. Dreamcast, 64. Can't remember what else it was on. PC or emulation, you could do it, and he won it. So I sent him one of these lovely little mugs, which has got the Unofficial Controller podcast on, and then it's got the Marathon Gaming logo on. And he also won, they do a little bespoke stickers, so Digital Monkery. He's got a YouTube channel, The Monkeries, with him and his partner, and she makes all the stickers. So she makes a bespoke one for each challenge. So next month is Gran Turismo, which is this current month. It's open now, because it's October tomorrow, or when this time of video comes out. So yeah, he won that. It's all done, Ginge. So I wanted to play it, and I had no way of playing it. It's expensive on the Switch, like 25, 30 quid. I didn't have it physical. I didn't want to go out to a retro game shop in a bit of a rush. So I jumped in the challenge, like literally the last day. And I heard it was on PlayStation Plus. I thought, do you know what? I'll get it for a month, see what's on there. And I was blown away of how many games on a PlayStation Plus. Went for the premium, of course I did. I mean, it's about £20, I think, when you got everything. But as long as you play one game, you get your money's worth. So there's a couple of games I'm going to be talking about in this particular little video. And the one I'm going to be talking about for the PlayStation is Lake. So I'm going to put some footage on the screen so you can see it. So Lake, I actually saw it on the Nintendo Switch, but it wasn't a physical release. So I thought I'll hold out a bit. Then, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think a physical release ever came. And then the actual game itself was a little bit expensive, so I thought it'd be cheaper. I was going to get it, but I heard it was on Game Pass. I don't know if it still is in Game Pass. It might be on there. Let me know. It definitely was at some point. But I was like, oh, it's annoying. I'd rather play it on Game Pass. Then there's no graphic downgrade or anything for the Switch. However, this game would be perfect for the Switch because it shouldn't have any graphical issues or running issues because it is quite a basic game. It's not. It's a nice little sort of adventure game, quite a relaxing game. You basically play as a busy businesswoman who's left the city. She's staying temporarily for a little break at her parents' house while they're on holiday. She's taken over her dad's job as being the local postman. There's obviously stories and stuff that go on. Yeah, I really wanted to play it. And like I say, the Switch version shouldn't be like a downgrade or anything. But I think from Switch Up, when they did like a review on it, which had been a long time ago when it first came out, I think they said there was some loading screen performance issues. However, every time you get in and out of your van, even on the PlayStation version, so on the PS5, it still has that loading screen. So I don't know if that's accurate, that that's just on the Switch. It might be the same loading as every platform. But yeah, so I got to play that for the PlayStation Plus. So I think just for that alone, me playing that game is worth it. Because I would have spent more than that getting it for the Switch. Even though it is digital, but those are sort of games you play once and don't go back to. A perfect example, like Firewatch, a beautiful game, really good experience of playing that. Great story. This feels a bit like a lesser version of that, to be honest. Like an interesting story, a relaxing game, enjoyable playthrough, not particularly long game. But once you've done it, you've got your closure. It's like reading a good short book, short story, you wouldn't go back to it. But yeah, really enjoying it. At first, I liked it, played like a good hour. And then it got to a point where I literally said to myself, oh no, this is getting a bit boring now. The story wasn't quite there. Then I had a break, played lots of different games. Like I said, I just discovered PlayStation Plus. So this Saturday night past gone, I literally played, not exaggerating, at least 12 titles. Just half an hour of each. There's so many games. So we'll talk about them in future videos. But this one was going to talk about Lake in terms of the PlayStation before we move on to Nintendo Switch. Yeah, basically with that game, it did eventually. So I was playing some other games and I went back to it, played like another hour. Then I got bored again. Then I've come back to it the third time. So I've definitely played it a good few hours. And now I'm hooked. I just want to play it through to completion. So the story is a bit slow, but it does get going. And I think there is some decisions you make which can determine the story as well, which I like that if it is the case. It's got some cool little quirky music. Like bespoke to the game, the little radio you got on there, you can toggle on and off. It's just a really nice game. If you like what I've said about it so far and what is in the on the video you can see, which will be just a trailer. I don't want to get copyright strike. I don't want to take anyone's footage. I don't want to faff around filming it myself because I would have to film a lot of it and then cut it all up in segments to show you a full expansion of the game. So yeah, I would suggest checking that out. And let me know, guys, if it's on Game Pass. I don't know, but it is on PlayStation Plus. And so is Twisted Metal. Couldn't believe it. My favourite PS1 game. So there's loads for me to play on there. But yeah, so I've been really enjoying playing all these games on a PlayStation. Now I've discovered PlayStation Plus. It's been absolutely amazing. Even games which I used to play for like a quick little half an hour after a few beers. A perfect example, Rainbow Six Siege. Absolutely love that on the original Xbox One when it came out. But now it's like a competitive game. You know, there's some good players on there. And I cannot hang with them. I definitely can't. But yeah, I still enjoy jumping in there every now and again. I'll make a little list and I'll do another video perhaps because I'll talk about all the games. I played so many, literally went through. But I'm sure you guys, if you have got PlayStation Plus, you're aware of them. But yeah, check it out. And then there's also, I think Dino Crisis might be coming to PlayStation Plus. There's been some news and stuff. So yeah, some good retro coming on there as well. But anyway, that's enough of that. So that's where we are with the PlayStation. So with the Switch, I finally got to play some Switch. I've got a bit of a backlog. I made a nice little dent into the backlog. I say a nice little dent. Only one of these games. So I've got 3 super rare games. One is Grime. And again, that is on a free trial to play up to 3 hours worth. 3 hours worth through PlayStation Plus on the premium package. So I've actually started to play it just literally for 10-15 minutes last night. And it looked beautiful. So I can't wait to play it on the Switch. So I've got that one. I've also got Cavern of Dreams, which is a bit like an N64 sort of homage platformer of that sort of ilk, if you like. So I'm going to check that one out. It comes with a nice little cool pull sleeve. Generally, the super rare games that get published from developers are normally very high scorers on Steam. You do get some games that aren't very good, but they normally are in the 90s. They're normally very, very highly regarded and held. I think that one might be, I don't know if that one was on Steam. I thought that might be unit. I don't know. Let me know. I remember seeing even Switch Up talking about this coming out digitally. So yeah, let me know if you played it. I've not played Cavern of Dreams, but what I have played, and I wanted to do this video, the purpose of this video about, is Cassette Beasts. So I was a bit on the fence. I don't remember ordering this. I talked about some previous videos. I don't remember ordering these two. I remember ordering Grime. I think what I might have done, I might have missed out on the title. What Super Rare do, there's so many copies. Say it's 5,000 copies. They normally sell out within 24 hours, up to 72 hours, depending on the popularity. They don't always sell out. There's still titles that haven't sold out. Ship of Fools, perfect example. I bought that way after it was released. It just wasn't popular for some reason, but I loved it. Played it for over 20 hours. Really good roguelike. Very good roguelike. But yeah, I don't remember buying these. So what I must have done, I missed out on the title I wanted, and then they keep some, and then how they market it is you buy that game and you get next to as well. So you'll get like a tenner off overall, but it guarantees you the game you want, but you don't know what games you're going to get. It's a big question mark. It's like lucky dip. And I reckon that's what's happened with these, because I wouldn't have thought I would have gone for these. I'm not a massive platformer guy. I don't even go mad for the Nintendo AAA titles. I mean, I haven't even jumped on. I've not even jumped on. I played every Mario, but I haven't completed any of them. Put it that way, on the Switch. I mean, honestly, it was amazing, but I didn't even complete that. I haven't completed Mario Bros. Wonder. I get them all, just get a feel for them, but I don't go too mad. I haven't even got the new Zelda. We actually play as Zelda. But anyway, I digress. And yeah, so I reckon that's how I equated these titles, is through that sort of lucky dip, securing the one game you want and getting the next two releases guaranteed. So yeah, Cassette Beasts. Straight away, basically, I'll put some footage on screen. You can tell already from the trailer and from looking at the game, it looks a bit like a sort of Pocket Monsters, Pokemon-based game. With a bit of retro sort of chucked in there, and you're like, who is it appealing to? I don't know, I feel like trying to, I don't know, be a bit cliche and try and tick a few boxes and try and get it out there. It's like trying to create a collector's game, if you know what I mean. Pokemon game, Cassette Beasts, a bit retro. And yeah, I just weren't too sure about it, but my God. So I played it just on the handheld. I never play on the handheld, but I wanted to play some Game Gear yesterday. So I was like, well, I'll meet in the middle. I'll play the Switch handheld. I feel like I'm playing the Game Gear in bed. You see where I'm going with this? And yeah, it plays beautifully handheld. So I'll see what it's like when we get on the old duck, when we dock it to the TV and upscale it. The first thing I want to say, the music is really, really good. Very, very original, really, really nice music all the way throughout, even the battles. The music is brilliant that they've got for this game. Absolutely fantastic. On that alone would score the game really high. I would say that would get the music already like 8 or 9. And then it has got a good little story for it. So what makes it different to Pokemon or Digimon is that when you get into the battles, you turn into these creatures. It's not like you've caught them, you can turn into them. So you sort of, it starts off a bit almost like a lot of RPGs doing Final Fantasies and different games where you wake up and, you know, you've got a bump on your head, don't know how you got there, you're in an unknown land, trying to work out how to get home. It sort of makes it relevant that, so it makes it apparent to you straight away as soon as the game started. You're a long way from home. This might not potentially be Earth. You're trying to find your way back. So you're on sort of like a different planet. And yeah, you straight away, you're diving into it. You're given a preference choice of sort of personality, and you're given your first little beast, if you like. Not a monster, a beast. And how you get these beasts is when you're in battle with them, you can basically put a cassette in and you try and clone them. And you clone them, basically. So that's how you like capture them. But yeah, you turn into it. But the gameplay is really good. From what I played of it, I only played an hour of it. But I can tell already it's got really good story. Like, the story is good straight away. And the music's good. So I know it's going to be a good story. And the music's already good. So it's a really good game. I've heard a few people on my Discord who said about this game and they picked it up. And I was like, yeah, I've got that coming actually. Or it's due to me. This might have been one that they released, it sold out and they had more copies agreed. Maybe that's why. I feel like it's been on the market a little while. But I've not really heard anyone talk about it at all. So I just wanted to do this little video, show you a bit of footage, show you a bit of trailer. Because this game is, you know, if you like the sound of it, do check it out. But I would say go check it out on the Game Pass on Xbox, because it should be free on there to play. I'm pretty sure it was last time I checked. So hopefully at the time of this video, that will be there so you guys can check it out. I'll upload this video today immediately anyway. So it's the 30th of September. So it's probably the 1st or 2nd October by the time you guys watch this. But yeah, really, really cool. Really good game. Let me know if you have played it. I'm going to play some more tonight and try and play a bit each night and try and actually get more into it. And then I'll get back to you a little bit more in depth in the game. But I just want to show you guys a little quick little snippet, little trailer video, and to tell you sort of my first experience. So yeah, the music is absolutely on point. And it's got a nice little story to it. It does seem a little bit different. It doesn't seem to be completely copying Pokemon, which is nice. A nice little sort of different direction. But you can see it's taken from those sort of games. It's taken the foundation, the map from there. Let's be honest. But yeah, that's all I want to say in this video, really. Just a little bit of update. Been playing a hell of a lot of PlayStation Plus, and I am going to reactivate my Game Pass. So let me know if there's any games on both of those consoles I should be checking out. Let me know if you played Grime or if you missed out on that. There has been a couple of super rare games since these Grime's been released. There's been actually 2 games, but I hadn't necessarily liked the look of them, so I've actually sat on them. I don't want to weigh out the money from every time. And yeah, like I said, I've got a bit of a backlog, a few games on the Switch, so we'll see what platform the next video falls down on. But yeah, make sure you check out the Discord, guys. It's free to join. So when you go in the description, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Costs you nothing, and you get updates when the videos go live. You hit a little bell icon, and there's a link in the description of this video where you can join my Discord. And I'll put a little link to Spotify if you want to check out the Unofficial Controller podcast. I'll tag them in this as well, so you can actually listen on YouTube if you want. It's an audio podcast, but if you don't have Spotify or Apple Podcasts, then you can check them out on there. And they have their own Discord, which is in the show notes. If you do want to join in with a change accepted, which I mentioned earlier. What other little things we've got housekeeping to talk about? Blackpool this weekend, baby. Buzzing for it. I know there's a lot of people going, so I won't name everyone, but yeah, really looking forward to it. If you are going, I don't know you're going, please make it aware. Maybe I'll make a little tab in the Discord, and just so we can have a chat. So hopefully we'll all meet on the Friday night, the night before, and hopefully I'll see you at the actual event on Saturday. And if you are northwest of the country, I'll put a link to the Play Expo Blackpool tickets in the description of this video, because I did look for my friend Tessa the other day, because she said she might be coming up now. Spoke with her a couple of days ago, and I had a look, and the tickets are still available, £20 for a day ticket. So there we go, short and sweet, under 20 minutes, baby. Bye-bye. I'm Mario. And I am the Hedgehog. And today, with this...